What's happening everyone, my name is Alex and welcome back. For this camera comparison we have the iPhone 12 Pro Max, we have the Huawei P40 Pro Plus, and then we have the Xiaomi Mi 10 Ultra, so some of the best phones from these three companies. As always, throughout this video we're gonna see a bunch of daytime pictures, we have portrait mode pictures, we have zoom pictures, we have pictures taken with the ultra-wide lenses. After those we're gonna see some nighttime pictures, and of course for all the nighttime pictures we use the night modes on all three devices. We have sample videos and of course selfies. And just before we start, make sure to press that like button and let's start by checking out some daytime pictures. Alright, so first we are checking out some portrait mode pictures that I took earlier today. And looking at those pictures, I have to say that the edge detection does seem a bit better from the pictures taken by the Huawei P40 Pro Plus, followed by the iPhone and then followed by the Xiaomi. As for colors, I personally prefer all the colors from the pictures taken by the Huawei P40 Pro Plus, followed by the iPhone 12 Pro Max and with the Xiaomi being the last one. But once again, check out these pictures and let me know your thoughts. Which ones do you like most and why? I can see that the pictures from the iPhone do look a bit more vivid, but personally I don't like those skin colors that show up in those pictures. So for portrait mode pictures, I would say that the Huawei P40 Pro Plus does the best. Next we are checking out some pictures that I took with the ultra-wide lenses on the back of these three devices, and the first thing you're gonna notice here is how much wider the field of view on the Xiaomi and the iPhone 12 Pro Max is compared to the field of view that we get on the Huawei P40 Pro Plus. So I feel that the Huawei P40 Pro Plus is not even in this race. As for picture quality, well, some of the pictures I do prefer from the Xiaomi, some of them I prefer from the iPhone 12 Pro Max, so I can't really say that one does better than the other. Because in certain pictures the colors do look a bit more realistic from the Xiaomi, but in some the colors do look more realistic from the iPhone 12 Pro Max. As for sharpness and dynamic range, once again, in some pictures is better from the iPhone and in some pictures from the Xiaomi. So once again, let me know in the comments down below which ones you prefer for the pictures taken with the ultra-wide lenses. Next we are checking out some zoom pictures that I took with all three devices, and depending on how much I zoomed, each device will use a combination of optical and digital zoom or just optical zoom, depending how much I zoom, of course. So the first set of pictures that you are seeing, well, I've done 5 times zoom in those pictures, and looking close enough at those pictures, it seems that the Xiaomi Mi 10 Ultra does best in every single picture. The pictures do look a bit sharper than the other ones, followed closely by the iPhone 12 Pro Max with the Huawei P40 Pro Plus being the last one in my opinion. As for the second set of pictures, there I've done 10 times zoom, and for 10 times zooms the Huawei P40 Pro Plus does the best because it has the sharpest pictures, even though I'm not a big fan of those colors that show up in the pictures taken by the Huawei P40 Pro Plus, followed by the Xiaomi Mi 10 Ultra with the iPhone 12 Pro Max being the last one. So once again, check out these pictures and let me know your thoughts in the comments down below. And we are moving on to pictures that I took with the main lenses on the back of the three devices. And here it's kind of tough to say which one takes the best pictures. I feel that for most pictures the Xiaomi Mi 10 Ultra does best, followed by the iPhone 12 Pro Max and then followed by the Huawei P40 Pro Plus. But of course, for some pictures it's kind of the opposite. So it's very tough to say which one would take the best pictures, but if I would have to choose just one out of the three, I still think that the Xiaomi Mi 10 Ultra does the best. So once again, check out these pictures and let me know your thoughts in the comments down below. Next we're gonna move on and check out some nighttime pictures that I took with all three devices, and for all the nighttime pictures that you're about to see, I used the night modes on all three. Now keep in mind that they both support a night mode for the ultra-wide lens and of course for the main lens. And the first pictures that you're seeing on the screen now are the pictures that I took with the ultra-wide lenses on the back. The first thing you will notice once again is how much wider the field of view on the iPhone and on the Xiaomi is compared to the pictures taken by the Huawei P40 Pro Plus. But if you look at those pictures taken by the Huawei P40 Pro Plus, you will notice that every single picture is way sharper than the other two. So for nighttime pictures using the night mode for the ultra-wide lens, I'm gonna say that the Huawei P40 Pro Plus does better than the other two. But once again, what do you guys think? As for the main cameras using the night modes, I have to say that once again it is pretty difficult choosing the best one out of the three. I still feel that the iPhone 12 Pro Max does the best because it has the sharpest pictures, even though the Xiaomi Mi 10 Ultra is pretty close behind it, with the Huawei P40 Pro Plus having the most noise in those pictures. So as I said, it is kind of difficult choosing the best one. If I would have to choose just one, I feel that the iPhone 12 Pro Max does the best, even though it does have the most saturated and non-natural looking colors. And after that, followed by the Xiaomi Mi 10 Ultra, with the Huawei P40 Pro Plus being the last one. So I'll let you guys watch a few more pictures and I will be right back. Next, we're gonna check out some sample video recordings that I've done with these three devices over the past couple of days. So we have some daytime recordings and of course some nighttime recordings, and I also have a short recording done with the front-facing cameras. And with that being said, I'll let you guys watch those recordings and then I'll come back so we can talk about them briefly. Alright, we have a quick video recording between the iPhone 12 Pro Max, the Xiaomi Mi 10 Ultra, and of course the Huawei P40 Pro Plus. For this recording, I'm using the main lenses on the back of the three devices and recording in 4K at 30 frames per second. So we're gonna pan left slowly, a bit up I guess, and then we'll pan left all the way, and we're gonna walk that way. This way you can see which device has better image stabilization while walking. We're gonna stop here for a bit, we'll pan up, and back down, and we'll keep walking. So yeah, this is how a recording in 4K at 30 frames per second with the main lenses on the back of these three devices would look like on a sunny day, also a very cold day. We are moving on to our next recording between the iPhone 12 Pro Max, the Xiaomi Mi 10 Ultra, and of course the Huawei P40 Pro Plus. For this recording, I'm using the ultra-wide lenses on the back of the three devices, and once again recording in 4K at 30 frames per second. It's also pretty windy, so you're probably gonna hear some wind aside from my voice. So I'm gonna stop somewhere around here. I guess we'll pan left towards the sun. And back right slowly. And then I'll keep walking straight for a bit. So yeah, this is how recording with the ultra-wide lenses on the back of the three devices and recording in 4K at 30 frames per second would look like. We have a quick video recording with the front-facing cameras on the iPhone 12 Pro Max, the Huawei P40 Pro Plus, and of course the Xiaomi Mi 10 Ultra. Now the Huawei and the iPhone can also do 4K at 30 frames per second with the front-facing cameras. Actually the iPhone can do 4K at 60, but the Xiaomi can only do 1080p at 30 frames per second with the front-facing camera, something to keep in mind. So I'm just gonna walk straight for a bit. It is a bit icy around here, just so you can see how the image stabilization looks while walking. So yeah, this is how a recording with the front-facing cameras on these three devices would look like. Keep in mind that it is a bit windy as well, so you're probably gonna hear some wind aside from my voice. Alright, we have our first video test in low light between the Xiaomi Mi 10 Ultra, the Huawei P40 Pro Plus, and of course the iPhone 12 Pro Max. For this recording, I'm using the main lenses on the back of the three devices and recording in 4K at 30 frames per second. So I'm just gonna keep going for a bit, but we're gonna stop somewhere around here. I'm gonna pan right slowly, so where it's darker. I'll keep going towards these buildings here, basically. And back left. And we'll walk a bit so you can see how the three devices do for image stabilization in low light. So yeah, this is how recording with the main lens in 4K at 30 frames per second would look like between the Xiaomi Mi Ultra, the Huawei P40 Pro, and of course the iPhone 12 Pro Max. we are moving on to another quick video recording in low light between the Xiaomi Mi 10 Ultra, the Huawei P40 Pro Plus, and of course the iPhone 12 Pro Max. For this recording, I'm using the ultra-wide lenses on the back of the three devices and recording in 4K at 30 frames per second. And here I can clearly see that the Huawei P40 Pro Plus does seem to do better. So we'll pan back left and walk a bit this way. So we'll basically walk towards that building that we have ahead. So yeah, ultra-wide lenses, 4K at 30 frames per second, Huawei P40 Pro Plus, the Xiaomi Mi 10 Ultra, and of course the iPhone 12 Pro Max. Alright, and I am back, and I have to say I was quite surprised to see the image stabilization that we get from the Xiaomi Mi 10 Ultra. I don't think I've seen any other phone that gets image stabilization like that one. So for image stabilization, the Xiaomi Mi 10 Ultra does the best out of the three devices, and the sound quality seems to be better from the Xiaomi as well, followed by the Huawei P40 Pro Plus, and then with the iPhone 12 Pro Max being the last one. If it's windy, the iPhone doesn't do good at all for sound. For video quality during the day, I still feel that the iPhone 12 Pro Max has the edge. The videos are just a bit sharper than the other ones. As for nighttime recordings, well, with the main lens, I feel that the Xiaomi Mi 10 Ultra does the best, even though the recordings from the Huawei are a bit brighter, but they also have a bit more noise. As for the ultra-wide lens, the Xiaomi is the second one, followed by the iPhone, with the Huawei P40 Pro Plus being the first one, because it has the sharpest recordings with that ultra-wide lens. So yeah, quite unexpected to see how good that image stabilization on the Xiaomi was. Alright, next we're gonna check out some selfies that I took over the past couple of days. So for daytime selfies, it feels like the iPhone 12 Pro Max has the best selfies. They look the sharpest out of the three, even though the colors in those selfies are a bit strange for my face anyways. So I would still say that for daytime selfies, the iPhone is the first one, followed by the Huawei P40 Pro Plus, with the Xiaomi being the last one. As for nighttime selfies, once again, the iPhone does better than the other two. The other two don't do that great, but the second one, I feel that it would be the Huawei P40 Pro Plus. So once again, leave a comment down below and let me know your thoughts. So what do you guys think about these three phones? Which ones would you choose overall if you'd only have one to pick? Definitely leave a comment and let me know. Alright guys, thanks for watching. Don't forget to press that like button, and I will see you guys in the next one.